The Sir Francis Drake Hotel in San Francisco has changed its name over the British explorer's historical links to the slave trade. After shuttering during the COVID pandemic, the 426-room hotel will now reopen as the Beacon Grand following a huge renovation project. The 94-year-old landmark in the city's Union Square is the latest to bow to pressure following the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement in June 2020, which caused hundreds of historic statues to be toppled and names to be changed. Built almost a century ago, the Sir Francis Drake has attracted Hollywood royalty through its doors, flanked by beefeater doormen in tribute to the seafaring explorer who discovered nearby Drake's Bay over 400 years ago. San Francisco and neighboring Marin County named several landmarks to the English explorer following his voyage to the Californian coast while circumnavigating the world between 1577 and 1580. Drake, however, also went on trips to Africa, where he is said to have enslaved thousands of Africans to be taken to Britain and the Americas, which was highlighted by protesters last year. Critics then spoke out, saying Drake's name should not be on local landmarks because of his ties to slave trading and colonialism. A spokeswoman for the Northview Hotel Group, which bought the hotel last year for about $157 million, confirmed Drake's name was being dropped on Saturday. Tom Sweeney, a doorman at the hotel for 43 years, said of the name change, "Everybody knew the Sir Francis Drake, it was world known. It's going to be a sad day in San Francisco for sure. I think people will be pretty shocked to see a new name." Leah Goldstein, public relations manager for the hotel, added, "Everything was done with so much thought for such an iconic property. We are not just changing the name and then quickly changing everything about the hotel. It is much more intentional than that. It's the latest Bay Area landmark to drop Drake's name, following protests across the U.S. by anti-racism campaigners including the Black Lives Matter movement. Last year, Marin County officials removed a 30-foot-tall steel artwork of Drake at Larkspur Landing in response to planned demonstrations to tear down or demolish the statue by protesters. Just hours later, workers were seen tearing down the sign on the front of Sir Francis Drake High School in San Anselmo. It has been renamed after a former math and computing teacher, Archie Williams, who was also a gold medalist in the 1936 Summer Olympics and one of the first African-American meteorologists. Former student Federal Souza said he was astonished at the name being removed. "I just find it so shocking that some of the history is gone," Souza told CBS at the time. "I don't necessarily agree with history, but it's a part of Marin County's history. I don't like all history, but it's history. It's not pretty. Not every link to the 16th-century explorer has been removed, however." In March 2021, Marin County Council members voted 4-1 to reject a proposal to rename Sir Francis Drake Boulevard, which runs from the Bay Area to the Pacific Coast. To confuse matters, however, Fairfax Town Council has decided to change the name along its 2-mile section of the road,